OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman rejected an unsolicited $97 billion bid for its nonprofit arm by Elon Musk and a group of investors. Earlier this morning, Altman spoke to CNBC at the Artificial Intelligence Action Summit.
OpenAI is not for sale. The OpenAI mission is not for sale. Elon tries all sorts of things for a long time.
Elon Musk just launched a $97.4 billion takeover bid for OpenAI, and Sam Altman shut it down instantly. One side believes AI should be open source and transparent, while the other is building the most powerful AI company in the world under a tightly controlled for-profit model. Musk has been vocal about OpenAI's shift from a nonprofit to a for-profit powerhouse, claiming the company has abandoned its original mission of developing safe AI for public benefit. But Altman is standing firm, saying OpenAI is not for sale. What's really going on behind the scenes? Why is Musk making such an aggressive move now? And could this actually lead to him taking over OpenAI? This battle is way bigger than just two billionaires throwing jabs online. It could change the entire future of AI. The $97.4 billion takeover bid. Elon Musk, backed by a group of major investors, including Baron Capital, Valor Management, and Atreides Management, made an unsolicited $97.4 billion bid to acquire OpenAI. The proposal wasn't just for the for-profit arm of the company, but for all of OpenAI's assets, including its nonprofit entity, which still holds significant control over its decision-making. Musk's reasoning? He claims OpenAI has strayed from its original promise of being an open-source, safety-driven AI organization. In his own words, at XAI, we live by the values I was promised OpenAI would follow. We've made Grok open source, and we respect the rights of content creators. It's time for OpenAI to return to the open source, safety-focused force for good it once was. But here's where it gets more interesting. Musk's investor group isn't just trying to buy OpenAI. They're also arguing that the company's nonprofit arm needs to be compensated before OpenAI can fully transition into a for-profit business. In other words, Musk is claiming OpenAI's board is selling itself too cheaply and wants to ensure that the nonprofit structure is properly valued. This isn't just about control, it's also about forcing OpenAI's leadership into a financial and legal corner.
I think he's probably just trying to slow us down. He obviously is a competitor. He's working hard and has raised a lot of money for XAI, and they're trying to compete with us from a technological perspective, from getting the product into the market.
Sam Altman's brutal rejection. Sam Altman didn't just reject Musk's offer, he mocked it. Shortly after the bid was made public, Altman took to X, formerly Twitter, and posted, "No thank you, but we will buy Twitter for $9.74 billion if you want." That response, it immediately went viral. And Musk's reply, "Swindler." Then in another post, Musk doubled down, calling Altman Scam Altman. But the feud isn't just playing out online. At the AI summit in Paris, Altman addressed the media, making it clear, the company is not for sale, neither is the mission. However, when asked whether OpenAI could afford to reject Musk's bid, his answer was more cautious. The board will decide what to do there. That statement left some room for speculation. Could OpenAI's board actually consider Musk's offer? And if so, what happens to OpenAI's partnerships, like Microsoft's massive investment? Because right now, OpenAI is not just any startup, it's one of the most valuable AI companies in the world. Why OpenAI is worth so much right now? To understand why Musk wants OpenAI so badly, let's look at its explosive growth over the past 2 years. In October 2024, OpenAI was valued at $157 billion after a funding round that raised $6.6 billion from investors. Just a few months later, in January 2025, reports surfaced that SoftBank was preparing an investment that would push OpenAI's valuation to $300 billion. Meanwhile, Microsoft has already invested over $10 billion into OpenAI, integrating its AI models into Bing, Microsoft 365, and Azure. But beyond the numbers, OpenAI holds something even more valuable: the most advanced AI technology in the world. ChatGPT dominates the AI chatbot market, with millions of daily users. Sora, OpenAI's AI video generator, is already making waves in the industry, while DALL-E 3, its image generation model, has set new benchmarks for creative AI. Whoever controls OpenAI controls the future of AI development. And that's exactly why Musk isn't backing down. But here's where things get tricky. If OpenAI continues to grow at this pace, Musk's window to take over is closing fast. Right now, the company is still in a non-profit to for-profit transition phase, meaning legal loopholes still exist. Musk's investor group is trying to use that exact loophole to argue that OpenAI's nonprofit board is giving up too much control for too little in return. And that argument? It could actually gain traction in court. But what happens if Musk actually succeeds in taking over OpenAI? And if he fails, what's his next move?
Actually. I don't think he's like a happy person. I do feel for him.
Okay. Do you worry that he has this proximity to the president and he can influence the decision-making of the US presidency and policies around this agenda on AI?
Not particularly. Maybe I should, but not particularly. I mean, I try to just wake up and think about like how we're going to make
Musk's history with OpenAI. Elon Musk wasn't always at war with OpenAI. He helped build it. Back in 2015, Musk co-founded OpenAI alongside Sam Altman and other researchers with a clear mission: to create artificial intelligence that was open, safe, and beneficial to humanity. It was established as a nonprofit, meaning it wouldn't be driven by corporate interests, but by a commitment to ethical AI development. But by 2018, things fell apart. Musk left OpenAI after major disagreements over its future. The biggest issue? Control. Musk wanted OpenAI to be under his direct leadership, but the rest of the team, including Altman, refused. They didn't want OpenAI to be absorbed into Tesla, which Musk had suggested at one point. Musk later claimed he left because OpenAI was falling behind in AI development compared to Google's DeepMind and needed more resources. But shortly after leaving, he cut all funding to OpenAI and started xAI, his own AI company, which competes directly with OpenAI. Now, instead of working from the inside, Musk is trying to take over OpenAI by force. His recent bid isn't just about owning OpenAI, it's about proving that he was right all along. Musk's legal attacks. Musk's battle with OpenAI didn't start with the $97.4 billion buyout offer. It's been brewing in courtrooms for nearly a year. In March 2024, Musk sued OpenAI, claiming that the company had betrayed its original mission and had turned into a for-profit giant controlled by Microsoft. Then in August 2024, Musk filed another lawsuit, this time accusing Sam Altman and OpenAI's leadership of manipulating him into co-founding the company as a nonprofit. The lawsuit alleged that Altman and his team had always planned to transition OpenAI into a for-profit company and had tricked Musk into supporting the nonprofit model in the beginning. OpenAI's response? They fought back hard. In March 2024, OpenAI released internal emails showing that Musk himself had once pushed for OpenAI to become a for-profit company and had even suggested merging it with Tesla. This completely undermined Musk's lawsuit. He was arguing that OpenAI betrayed him by shifting to a for-profit model, yet the leaked emails showed that Musk had advocated for the exact same thing. While these lawsuits haven't stopped OpenAI from growing, they have created legal and financial pressure on the company. And that might be Musk's real endgame here: force OpenAI into enough legal trouble that it becomes easier to take over. The OpenAI nonprofit loophole. One of the biggest weaknesses in OpenAI's structure is its nonprofit arm. Even though OpenAI now operates as a for-profit company, the original nonprofit still holds significant control over its governance. And Musk's investor group? They're not just trying to buy OpenAI outright. They're going after the nonprofit itself. Why does that matter? Because before OpenAI can fully transition into a for-profit company, the nonprofit needs to be properly compensated for its assets. Musk and his team are arguing that OpenAI's board is giving up control of the nonprofit's assets for way too little. In their words, if the board is determined to relinquish OpenAI Inc.'s assets, it is in the public's interest to ensure that OpenAI Inc. is compensated at fair market value. In simpler terms, Musk is claiming that OpenAI's leadership is lowballing the value of its nonprofit arm so they can quietly transition to a fully private company without paying what it's actually worth. If this argument gains traction legally, it could delay OpenAI's transition to a fully independent, for-profit company, creating an opening for Musk's investor group to step in. What happens if Musk actually buys OpenAI? So what happens if Musk wins this battle and successfully takes over OpenAI? Let's break it down. If Musk gains control, OpenAI would likely shift back to an open-source AI model, similar to what he's already doing with xAI. That could mean a major restructuring of Microsoft's $10 billion investment, or even a complete cancellation of their partnership. AI development under Musk would likely become less regulated, with fewer ethical constraints but more aggressive innovation. In this scenario, OpenAI could merge with xAI, putting Musk in direct competition with Google's DeepMind and Meta's AI division, creating a new AI arms race between tech giants. But what if Musk fails? If OpenAI continues to grow at its current pace, it could soon hit a $300 billion valuation, especially if the SoftBank investment goes through. Musk's lawsuits could lose traction, weakening his ability to influence OpenAI's decisions. Meanwhile, xAI would likely remain a smaller competitor, struggling to keep up with OpenAI's dominance in the AI space. At the same time, AI regulation and government scrutiny on OpenAI and Microsoft would increase, especially as political leaders raise concerns about AI control and corporate monopolies in artificial intelligence. Right now, the odds are stacked against Musk. OpenAI has the backing of Microsoft, a massive valuation, and a leadership team that has been fighting off takeover attempts for years. But if we've learned anything from Musk, it's that he doesn't back down easily. If you've made it this far, let us know what you think in the comments section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.